alone. It has several smaller but still dangerous minions. Realizing these creatures might be an annoyance, he decides there's only one thing to do. With a look of fierce determination, his eyes glowing, he declares that he will clear the area first. He bursts into motion, his body enhanced by his S-grade lightning ability, moving with blinding speed as he blitzes through the remaining beasts. He effortlessly dispatches a high-rank Shadow Cat, his smartwatch confirming the kill and awarding him 13 points. With a confident grin, he marvels at the enhancement his superpower provides to his physique, but acknowledges he can't maintain the dangerous state for long. Knowing it's enough to clear the minions, he cuts down the last of the lesser beasts with a powerful sweep of his spear, earning another 15 points for a high-rank unicorn rhino. With the area cleared, the final confrontation begins. The savage bear roars in fury, slamming its massive paws into the ground and creating a shockwave that shatters the pavement. The beast charges, shaking the ground. Xu Jingming, wreathed in his lightning aura, meets the charge head-on. With a powerful leap, he dodges the charge and swings his spear in a devastating arc, shattering one of the large red crystals on the beast's back. The battle continues in a blur, with Xu Jingming expertly dodging the bear's attacks and landing precise strikes, shattering more crystals and wounding the beast. His smartwatch continuously updates with points as he dismantles the Beast King's defenses. The savage bear roars, enraged as it watches its minions fall. Xu Jingming, wreathed in lightning, taunts the beast, asking if it's getting angry. He promises to deal with it after taking care of the last minion. As he charges the final rhino, the Bear King watches with cunning intelligence. Just as Xu Jingming is about to strike, the Bear King moves with unexpected speed, smashing its own minion to bits to intercept him. Xu Jingming is surprised, realizing the beast anticipated his move. The Bear King claps its paws together, sacrificing its last minion to create a devastating shockwave that obliterates the ground and nearby cars. The final rhino is torn apart in the explosion. However, the attack fails to harm its target. Xu Jingming, surrounded by his lightning aura, gracefully flips through the air, landing safely and untouched by the explosion. With the battlefield cleared of lesser threats, only the two kings remain. Xu Jingming grins fiercely, his body crackling with power. He declares that with no minions left, it's time to see if the beast's armor-like hide can withstand the force of his thunder. With a powerful thrust, Xu Jingming plunges his lightning-covered spear into the bloodthirsty savage bear's head. The impact creates a huge explosion of purple energy that covers the drone following him, cutting its camera feed. The students on the rooftop are hit by the shockwave, shielding their faces from the blast. In the audience stands, the officials stare in stunned silence at the static-filled screen. Director Jiang Wenshan, shocked, turns to Principal Zhao Yao. He yells, asking if he calls the power they just saw an E-class ability and accusing him of kidding. Another official, also amazed, remarks that Xu Jingming could instantly kill a high-tier rank 1 beast and fight a rank 2 boss, a feat even an A-class user would struggle with. Principal Zhao Yao, sweating and at a loss, can only guess it might be a rare ability mutation. Regardless, Director Jiang Wenshan laughs and says that after today, the great Xia nation will be shaken by Xu Jingming's name. Back on the battlefield, the result of Xu Jingming's attack is clear. The bloodthirsty savage bear is wounded with a deep gash on its head, but it is not defeated. The beast roars and swats Xu Jingming with its paw, sending him flying. He is shocked his powerful attack only left a shallow wound. He lands hard on the ground, using his skills to recover. He quickly analyzes the situation. He realizes the savage bear's hide is resistant to blades and doesn't conduct electricity. He admits to himself that with his current strength, it will be hard to kill the beast in one shot. The enraged savage bear begins to gather dark energy around its body. Xu Jingming, sensing the immense power, can only look on in shock, saying, "What?" Dark energy gathers around the bloodthirsty savage bear as it powers up, rolling forward like a monstrous boulder. It smashes through everything, the ground seeming to buckle under its power. Xu Jingming leaps back onto debris as purple lightning crackles around him, readying himself. He is surprised the beast activated its berserk skill so quickly, recognizing the beast truly hates him. A note explains, berserk is a beast's counter skill, like a human combat technique. The enraged beast, now covered in dark energy, hunches over. It lets out a deafening roar, then charges with greater speed and ferocity. Xu Jingming is impressed, remarking on the astonishing strength of a beast in its berserk state. He knows, however, that the berserk state has a cost. The beast loses its intelligence, acting purely on instinct. he quickly forms a new strategy. He must avoid its attacks and use his superior agility to keep it at a distance. He puts his plan into action, dodging the beast's relentless attacks with incredible speed. He knows he must wait for the perfect chance to temporarily stop it. As the beast lunges, he channels lightning into his spear and thrusts it forward, unleashing a blast of energy that strikes the beast's side. The attack freezes the massive creature for a crucial second, its body shaking from the electric shock. This is the opening he needed. With the beast stunned, Xu Jingming's eyes glow as he prepares his ultimate attack. He raises his hand, gathering a massive amount of purple and blue energy. He calls on the full power of his S-rank ability, shouting, "Nine Heavens Divine Lightning, blast it!" A huge torrent of divine lightning comes down from the sky, slamming into the bloodthirsty savage bear. The beast is engulfed in the blast, its roars drowned out by the crackling energy. When the light fades, the massive beast lies motionless, smoke rising from its charred body. Xu Jingming stands over it, a confident smile on his face as purple lightning dances around his fingertips. He remarks that after half a minute of his purple divine lightning, even the thickest defense couldn't withstand it. However, the battle isn't over. The beast's eye snaps open, glowing with a furious red light. With a final, desperate roar, it lunges, its massive jaws open for a final bite. The electrical power surging through its body causes a temporary paralysis, freezing it just inches from its target. Seeing his chance, Xu Jingming calmly states, "It's time." He gathers all his remaining power into his spear, his eyes glowing. He channels his ultimate technique, saying the words, "Lightning, Gale, Break." He unleashes the attack, a massive sphere of lightning that slams into the paralyzed beast's open mouth. The explosion is immense, a vortex of power that tears through the beast from the inside, creating a huge crater in the street. The force of the blast finally brings the mighty second-order beast down for good. Its massive body collapses onto the pavement, defeated. A system notification confirms the kill and awards him plus 124 ability points. Kneeling beside the Beast King, Xu Jingming breathes a sigh of relief, stating the final battle is over. He reflects that to deal with the second-order beast, he upgraded his Lightning Gale technique, and he is pleased with its power. A triumphant smile spreads across his face. He notes that although the battle only lasted 2 minutes, it was the most exhilarating he has ever experienced. He then wonders how many points he will get after clearing out all the beasts in the core area. The exam ends as night falls. Back in the audience stands, the final results are displayed on the main screen, and the crowd roars. In first place is Xu Jingming, with an unbelievable score of 10,835 points. In a distant second is Zhou Mingyang, with 1,103 points, followed by Wu Hao, with 945. The officials are ecstatic. Director Zhang Wenshan, Principal Zhao Yao, and teacher Chen Fan leap to their feet, cheering. They celebrate that Xu Jingming not only broke their city's record, but the entire Jiangnan province record. They call him a genius. They recall last year's provincial champion only scored just over 8,000 points. With his score, they declare Xu Jingming has practically pre-booked this year's champion title. Standing amidst the destruction, Xu Jingming looks at the sky and notes there isn't much time left. He reflects on his accomplishments with a confident smirk. He has killed all the fierce beasts in the inner circle and core area. With time left, he decides to head back to the central area to kill as many remaining beasts as he can. As he walks back, he passes the rooftop where the other top students are gathered. They stare in disbelief. Tang Qi is amazed her cousin killed a Tier 2 Beast King, while Zhou Mingyang is bewildered, wondering why Xu Jingming is going back when he is already in first place. Mingdi correctly guesses he is heading back to the central area. The horrifying realization dawns on her, and she wonders aloud if he is going back to clear out all the remaining beasts. The other students are speechless at his ambition. The reality hits them. Zhou Mingyang realizes that with Xu Jingming's speed, he might actually do it. If they don't leave soon, they might not get a single point in the last hour. He declares their team-up is over and leaves first. The others quickly follow, scrambling to hunt for any remaining beasts. 1 hour later, an official announcement echoes across the exam venue. The 2037 Zhangcheng Martial Arts College entrance examination has concluded. Killing beasts no longer counts, and all candidates are told to return. Throughout the venue, the remaining students react. A tired Tang Qi wipes sweat from her brow, sighing that it's finally over. Elsewhere, one student despairs over being one beast away from passing, while another celebrates just barely making it. In the midst of the carnage, Xu Jingming stands over his final kill, looking unsatisfied. He wonders why the exam had to end so quickly, feeling he wasn't quite finished. As students exit the exam venue, they are greeted by guards, their faces a mix of exhaustion and relief. Outside, Tang Qi's friend Xiaoya is still reeling from Xu Jingming's power. She clings to Tang Qi, asking for the third time if Xu Jingming is really her cousin. Tang Qi, looking weary, confirms he is. Xiaoya's crush has returned. With a blush, she begs Tang Qi for his contact information. Tang Qi reminds her that just yesterday she wasn't interested. Xiaoya quickly says things are different now that he is first in the exam and continues to beg. Their conversation is interrupted by a commotion. Someone shouts that Xu Jingming is coming out. A massive crowd of students swarms the exit, desperate to see the new champion. Xu Jingming emerges from the gate, his expression calm and his spear on his shoulder. He is met with cheers and congratulations. Some jokingly ask him to give them 100 of his points. He smiles and waves, taking in the sudden fame as he walks towards the buses. In the crowd, Wu Hao and Zhou Mingyang look on. Wu Hao remarks that Zhou Mingyang should have been the one in that position, but Zhou Mingyang humbly replies he is content with his score, admitting he never knew the second high school could produce such a monster. Before Xu Jingming can get on the bus, he is stopped by Principal Zhao Yao, who congratulates him and introduces him to Director Zhang Wenshan. The director informs Xu Jingming that he wants to give him a ride himself. Xu Jingming looks at the chaotic crowd and realizes it's for the best, knowing the bus ride would be full of questions. He gets into a sleek black car with the officials, which speeds away. Inside the car, Director Zhang asks Xu Jingming which superpower university he wants to attend. Xu Jingming admits he has been so focused on his strength that he hasn't thought about it. The director assures him that with his results, any university would be within his reach. However, he advises that half of the country's high-level superpower users graduate from the top 3 universities and recommends he consider them. Director Zhang Wenshan details the top 3. First is Qingjing Superpower University, affiliated with the government. Graduates can directly enter the system and serve the country. Next is Modu Superpower University, known for its excellent resources and elite clubs. Finally, there is Jinqing Superpower University, which has a long history and strong faculty. All 3 have top-tier cultivation methods that are not public. Xu Jingming listens intently. He understands awakened individuals need these special methods to become true superpower users. He asks what makes a top-tier cultivation method special. The director explains that with a beginner method, it would take 3 to 4 years to advance. With a top-tier method, it only takes half a year. He reassures Xu Jingming that with his results, he will qualify for special admission from even the top 3 universities. Having dropped off the officials, Xu Jingming arrives back at his apartment late at night. The next day, he is in the shower, feeling refreshed. He checks his system panel and sees he has 2,534 ability points remaining, which he believes is enough for a superpower university. As he dries off, he wonders if there will be beast-killing competitions after he enrolls, deciding he will have to enter the wilderness to continue growing stronger. Meanwhile, his cousin Tang Qi arrives at his apartment with her mother, Xu Qingwan. Tang Qi notices the door is broken and decides it's a perfect chance to sneak in and surprise him. They enter, and Tang Qi cheerfully shouts a surprise greeting. Her timing is terrible. Xu Jingming, wearing only a towel, has just stepped out of the bathroom. He is shocked to see his aunt and cousin. His aunt, equally flustered, asks what he is doing, while Tang Qi is left blushing and speechless. His aunt then sees the ruined apartment and angrily asks how it got into such a mess. A flashback explains that after his parents passed away, his aunt stayed with him, taking good care of him and giving him the warmth of a home. She fulfilled her guardian duties, even occasionally feeding him his favorite meal. After the initial shock, Xu Jingming sits with his aunt and cousin. His aunt, Xu Qingwan, expresses her relief. She admits she was incredibly worried when she learned he was taking the martial arts exam. Now that she sees he is unharmed, she is relieved. She reassures him his score isn't important. Xu Jingming is confused and asks if Tang Qi didn't tell her the results. Tang Qi winks, saying it's better if he tells his mother himself. With a bashful smile, Xu Jingming tells his aunt he did quite well, scoring over 10,000 points. The news is so shocking his aunt spits out her drink. She coughs, asking him to repeat his score. Tang Qi confirms it's true, telling her mother he scored 11,124 points. His aunt is speechless. A moment later, she bursts into tears of joy and pulls him into a tight hug, exclaiming that the Xu family finally has a successor and his parents in heaven must be so proud. Meanwhile, in a high-tech conference room, university recruiters are reviewing the exam results. A woman presents the data on Xu Jingming, noting his age, his supposed E-class ability, and his rank as an unranked awakener. One recruiter insists they must recruit this student if the score is real. Another is skeptical, arguing that based on his rank, he couldn't have achieved such a high score. The debate continues, with some arguing his ability is at least A-class, or even S-class. Another recruiter scoffs, suggesting he must have cheated. Before the argument can escalate, a senior figure tells them to stop. A woman with a commanding presence makes a decision. She instructs the team to list Xu Jingming as an S-class special recruit for now. As for whether the score is genuine, she declares she will personally go to Jiangcheng to investigate. The day after the exam, Xu Jingming gets a notification on his phone that the Jiangnan Province martial arts exam rankings are out. He is informed that he placed first in the province with an astonishing score of 11,124 points. A look of surprised delight spreads across his face as he sits down, celebrating his achievement as the top scholar of Jiangnan Province. News of his success quickly spreads online, taking over the hot search topics. The public debates how a dark horse from Jiangcheng could become the provincial top scholar, questioning who Xu Jingming is and if an E-class individual could truly achieve such a score. Skeptics reject the possibility, while others demand to see the exam video for proof. In response to the doubts, an awards ceremony is held where Principal Zhao Yao addresses the media. A female reporter directly asks him to explain the authenticity of Xu Jingming's results. Principal Zhao Yao confidently states that the school's website has uploaded Xu Jingming's exam video, confirming the fairness of the exam. As people watch the video, they are amazed, exclaiming that Xu Jingming pierced a Tier 1 rhinoceros skull with a single shot, showing power stronger than a Tier 1 superhuman. They question how this is possible for someone with an E-class lightning ability. Principal Zhao Yao, beaming, assures everyone the video proves the results are real and praises Xu Jingming as the first student from Jiangcheng to achieve top scholar status. Director Zhao Yao then presents a massive check for 1 million yuan to Xu Jingming, congratulating him. He announces this cash reward, along with superpower training methods, is a gift from the City Education Bureau. Additionally, the city government will provide an equivalent bonus and a luxury villa. Reporters eagerly capture the moment. Meanwhile, a commanding woman with 2 bodyguards stands by a car and remarks that while Jiangcheng released the footage, it doesn't guarantee Xu Jingming didn't use performance-enhancing drugs. She states that the most crucial step is to confirm his superpower level. Back at the ceremony, Director Zhao Yao asks teacher Chen Fan why Xu Jingming, the day's protagonist, has not yet arrived. Teacher Chen Fan smiles, explaining that he just spoke with Xu Jingming, who said he is still training at the martial arts gym. The director laughs, finding it extraordinary that the new top scholar is still training after the exam. With Xu Jingming on his way, the scene shifts to a meeting room where Principal Zhao Yao is nervously serving tea to 3 intimidating figures, whom he addresses as teachers. When one of them casually dismisses the tea, Principal Zhao Yao sweats, thinking about the powerful aura coming from these high-level superhumans, which makes his heart tremble. The 3 individuals are recruiters from the nation's top superpower universities, and the air is tense as their immense spiritual pressures seem ready to clash. The woman with short, grayish-purple hair, Zhang Zhaoyue, the director of admissions for Modu Superpower University, breaks the silence. She coyly asks her rivals who they are targeting. A woman in a light blue dress, Su Yun from Qingjing Superpower University, tells Zhang Zhaoyue not to play dumb. She confidently declares that as long as his results are genuine, Qingjing University will have him. A man with long black hair, Wu Yuan from Jin City Superpower University, scoffs at her claim, stating that Jin City University will recruit him. As sparks of energy crackle between them, Zhang Zhaoyue thinks to herself that recruiting top scholars always involves clashing with other academies. Just as the tension peaks, the door slides open and Xu Jingming enters with his spear over his shoulder. He calmly greets the 3 powerful figures as teachers. His sudden arrival surprises the recruiters. Zhang Zhaoyue observes him with interest, noting his spirit is full and he's still carrying his weapon, a sign he hasn't relaxed his training. More importantly, she is impressed that he did not falter under the combined pressure of 3 high-level superhumans. Principal Zhao Yao formally introduces the recruiters to Xu Jingming, Director Zhang Zhaoyue from Modu University, Director Su Yun from Qingjing University, and Minister Wu Yuan from Jin City University. Director Zhang Zhaoyue speaks first, complimenting him on his stunning combat techniques in the exam video. However, she gets straight to the point, asking why his superpower no longer seems to be the E-class weak electricity, and requests an explanation. Expecting this question, Xu Jingming gives a prepared answer. He calmly explains that before the exam, while training at home, he was struck by natural lightning, and his superpower became much stronger. Wu Yuan and Su Yun immediately conclude that it sounds like a superpower mutation. Zhang Zhaoyu then suggests that Xu Jingming probably doesn't know the true level of his mutated superpower. She has brought a superpower detection instrument with her and invites him to try it. She presents a glowing, circular device and tells him to use his superpower on it. Xu Jingming places his hand on the instrument and unleashes his power. A massive, violent surge of purple and white lightning erupts from him, covering the device. Su Yun is visibly shocked by the sheer force of the lightning. The detection device completes its scan, identifying the superpower as Purple Cloud Divine Thunder. But as it tries to assign a rating, it beeps erratically and cracks appear. In a flash of golden light, the instrument overloads and explodes into pieces. The blast sends arcs of electricity across the room, startling everyone. A shocked Principal Zhao Yao asks what is going on. Wu Yuan and Su Yun, however, look thrilled. They state the situation is confirmed. His power overloaded the small device, which means his ability level must be S-class at the very least. With Xu Jingming's S-class potential confirmed, director Zhang Zhaoyue smiles, thinking they bet on the right person this time. The confirmation immediately sparks a fierce bidding war. Wu Yuan from Jin City University is the first to make an offer, shouting that his university will give Xu Jingming a 4 million admission bonus, a full set of C-class equipment, and free access to all superpower training methods for all 4 years. Su Yun from Qingjing University scoffs at his offer. She turns to Xu Jingming with a charming smile and presents her own proposal. A 5 million admission bonus, and for 4 years, free access to all of their S-class superpower training methods and combat techniques. Xu Jingming is taken aback by her generous offer. Finally, Zhang Zhaoyue from Modu Superpower University makes her move. She states that Modu doesn't offer cash bonuses or equipment, but can match the other offers on cultivation methods. Then, she reveals her trump card, adding that they will also provide an S-class cultivation resource annually. The mention of an S-class resource leaves both Wu Yuan and Su Yun in complete shock. Unfamiliar with the term, Xu Jingming asks what an S-class cultivation resource is. Zhang Zhaoyue explains, asking if he has heard of dragon-type fierce beasts. She says they are creatures with innate power, born at a high level of tier 4 or 5, far surpassing other beasts. She then reveals the stunning details. The S-class resources include the heartblood of an 8th-tier adult dragon-type fierce beast. After consuming this dragon blood, one's body would be greatly enhanced, and their physical strength would become comparable to that of a dragon-type beast. She emphasizes that every S-class resource is on the same level as this. The other recruiters are left speechless. Su Yun admits that even she is tempted, remarking on Modu's wealth. Wu Yuan, flustered, points out that S-class resources are usually reserved for top students, and offering them to a freshman is unheard of. They both realize they can no longer compete. With all offers on the table, the 3 recruiters stand before Xu Jingming, telling him it is time to make his decision. With a confident, determined smile, Xu Jingming gives his answer without hesitation, declaring that he chooses Modu Superpower University. With his choice made, Xu Jingming explains he chose Modu Superpower University not just for their great offer, but because its combat training is the best in the University Alliance, with many founders coming from Modu. He then bows to Su Yun and Wu Yuan, thanking them for their offer. They both look disappointed. Pleased with his decision, Director Zhang Zhaoyue creates a glowing admission letter and gives it to Xu Jingming, welcoming him. She tells him that while new students enroll on September 1st as a special recruit, he can register early and will be given a place to stay. Eager to start, Xu Jingming asks if he can access the library's superpower training methods and combat techniques ahead of time. Zhang Zhaoyu agrees without hesitation, adding that the school can provide him with a private study room. She hands him her contact card, telling him to get in touch when he arrives in Magic City. Holding his admission letter, Xu Jingming looks at the smiling director and says he can't wait to go and register. Sometime later, Xu Jingming stands at a train station with his luggage, looking excited as an announcement calls for passengers of the G91 train to Magic City to begin boarding. At the station, his aunt Xu Qingwan is emotional, wiping away tears as her husband Tang Daolin comforts her. He proudly says that their child has grown up and that when Xiaoming leaves, he is going to soar. As Tang Shi looks on, her father reminds her it is time to start filling out her university choices. He suggests that since her cousin is going to Magic City Superpower University, she should also try to choose a university there. Xu Qingwan agrees, adding it would be good for them to look out for each other. A flustered Tang Chi quietly agrees. On the train, with 6 hours left, Zhu Jingming is already studying. He thinks to himself that the most important reward from the exam is the Universal C training method. Like superpowers, training methods also have different ratings: beginner, intermediate, advanced, and top tier. A graph shows that the higher the level of the method, the faster the training speed and the greater the power gained. While on the train, Xu Jingming focuses on studying the Universal C training method. He identifies it as an intermediate level technique and notes that with his spiritual power of 180, it took him half a day to memorize it. He recalls that by following the method, he was able to sense the special energy in the world on his first day of practice. This unlocked a new option on his system panel, showing a plus sign next to his level, meaning he could now advance from an awakened to a superpower user. However, he decides not to level up yet. He remembers the training manual said the higher the level of the training method used for the breakthrough, the greater the benefits. Knowing he will soon have access to top-tier methods at the university, he resolves not to waste this chance by using an intermediate one. Upon arriving in Magic City, Xu Jingming is in awe of the university campus. From the car, he sees the school grounds are several hundred meters wide. He is greeted by Director Zhang Zhaoyue, who pulls up in a red sports car and welcomes him, telling him to get in so she can take him to handle admission procedures. As they drive through the stunning campus, lined with cherry blossom trees, Director Zhang Zhaoyue boasts about its size, explaining it covers 40,000 mu. She adds that even visiting students can't tour the entire campus in one day. Xu Jingming is impressed, remarking that seeing it is better than hearing about it. After a quick registration, Director Zhang Zhaoyue hands him his new student ID, an all-in-one card he can use to access the dorms. As they approach his new accommodation, Xu Jingming thinks about his past life, where he saw dorms from 4-person rooms to 3-bedroom apartments. However, nothing prepared him for what he sees next. He stares in shock at his new dormitory, a magnificent, luxurious villa. Director Zhang Zhaoyue explains that every student at Modu lives in a villa, with the luxury determined by their scores. As the provincial top scorer, Xu Jingming gets the most luxurious model, with an area of over 800 square meters. She informs him the villa is for 2 people, with an upper and lower floor, so he and his future roommate will each have an entire floor. Xu Jingming thinks that having a roommate isn't bad and is better than being alone. He reflects on his life as an orphan and admits he still prefers the warm feeling of a communal 4-person dorm as he follows the director up the steps. Inside the villa, Director Zhang Zhaoyue sits down with Xu Jingming and informs him that she will now explain a few important things about the university. She highlights 2 main points: the credit system and the mentor system. She begins by explaining that at Modu, credits are everything. They are used for all transactions, from buying meals to powerful equipment. She clarifies that 1 credit is roughly equivalent to 10,000 Daxia currency. Director Zhang Zhaoyue explains there are many ways to get credits, one of which is a fixed amount given each year based on a student's rating. As an S-class student, Xu Jingming gets 100 credits for the year. To show him, she summons a small, spherical robot, calling out, "Eva." The device floats and projects a message, confirming Xu Jingming's credit balance is 100. The director introduces the robot as Eva, the AI equipped in every dorm. She explains Eva's main body is the school's central AI, and the dorm units are subunits. However, she notes that even a subunit is a level 4 AI, capable of assisting with daily life. Xu Jingming is stunned, realizing the AI technology on Blue Star is far more advanced than in his previous life. With the first point covered, Director Zhang Zhaoyue moves on to the mentor system. She explains every student can choose a mentor they admire and ask for guidance, though the mentor must agree. Xu Jingming is intrigued, questioning if he can get one-on-one guidance as a freshman. She confirms this, adding that all mentors at the university are high-level, superpowered individuals. Most have their own original combat techniques and training methods, which they do not pass on to outsiders. These secret techniques can only be learned after becoming their official disciple. Given Xu Jingming's abilities, she informs him the university has 4 mentors who specialize in the lightning element. Her top recommendation is Yang Zhentian, the dean of the Weaponry Academy. At her command, Eva projects a profile of the dean. It reveals Yang Zhentian is a 52-year-old, Tier 7 high-rank superpowered individual with an A-rank lightning superpower. He is a master of various weapons, especially the spear, earning him the title Thunder Spear. The profile also notes he once fought an 8th-tier demonic whale for 3 days and nights before killing it alone. The director also provides information on the other 3 potential mentors, but tells Xu Jingming the final choice is his. After reviewing the options, a confident smile spreads across Xu Jingming's face. He notes